Morning, guys. How you guys doing? Besides Nightcrawler, sun's out. He ain't watching this video during the day. He ain't awake. So anyway, for the rest of us, good morning. Nightcrawler, you're a night guy. I'll make a video at night for you. Anyways, enough about that. Anyways, I wanted to make a video about something I found pretty interesting. Something I didn't really know about for a lot of my life. I didn't know this. The gap of years between the Old Testament and the New Testament. There's a 400-year gap between the two books of the Bible. Why is this? Why is there such a gap there? I don't know. But only God knows. But it's interesting. Most of my life, I didn't think there was a big gap between the Old Testament and the New Testament. Most of my life, I didn't think there was. I just thought it just led into when Jesus was born. It just led up to when Jesus was born. But no, there's a 400 gap before Jesus was born and was on the earth. Isn't that interesting? So, I find that very interesting. Those kind of details, because God makes no mistakes. So for whatever reason, there's a 400-year gap. Maybe God was like, let the people be on their own with the Old Testament stuff, the laws of Moses. Just leave them with that until Jesus comes to fulfill the prophecies and laws and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know. So I imagine that's why, I don't know this for sure, probably the Jewish people don't acknowledge the New Testament at all as legit. They don't acknowledge it. That's my guess. They just acknowledge the Old Testament, the laws of Moses and all that. That's just my guess. Makes sense, doesn't it? I don't believe Jesus was on the earth during the New Testament. So they don't read the New Testament. Maybe they don't even read the Old Testament. I don't know. But anyways, enough about that. I find it interesting, for sure. If I haven't responded to your comment, I'm sorry. Been doing other things. If you want me to respond to your comment, pay attention. Donate to Pyro. Donate to help me pay Pyro back. We're about a third of the way to paying Pyro back, thanks to Gambit. About a third. Maybe a fourth of the way. So we have a long ways to go. So if you're wondering, no one's responded to my comment. No one's responded to my comment. Oh well, donate to help Pyro. He has health problems. Come on. We gotta pay him back. This isn't a one-man show. Like, I hope he responds to my comment. Help the team. Don't just comment. Who cares about that? Just words. Only words matter to God. Only words matter to God. The word. That's what, as far as words of men, not so much value. Kinda, but not that much. So, Jesus is the word, not you. Jesus is the word. That's what I say. He can back up his words. Yeah. So, if Jesus says, I'll provide you the money to pay Pyro back, he will. He will. That's how legit Jesus is compared to the rest of the world. Compare to the rest of the world. JR, you're not far behind. You're not far behind Jesus in being legit. You're not far behind, my friend. That's true statement. Like, and Jesus hang out all the time or something. You know, you guys are pretty consistent. You and Jesus are very consistent in many ways. Many ways. You don't just comment, you help the team in other ways to help me pay Pyro back, stuff like that. So, hopefully I can pay him back this month. Hopefully. You know, he does have some serious health problems, so pray for Pyro. Hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully. He's getting his gallbladder checked and all that. It's serious. I'm like, oh man. Ugh. Anyways. So yeah. So if I ignore your comments, oh well. Oh well. If I see you donate to help Pyro, I'll be like, oh, okay. I'll answer you now. I'll answer you now. You know what I mean? Now it matters. You know, you're helping the team in real life. Real time, you know. Yeah. So, anyway. He made a great sacrifice. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Pyro made a great sacrifice. So it's legit. So, anyways, I better get going. So yeah, I'm even more picky about the comments I read now. No joke. So a lot of the comments I read are repeats, anyways. But it helps to repeat sometimes, you know. Like people will quote the same scriptures in the comments that I've read like years ago that people posted, you know what I mean? Repeats. So I'm more interested in real time helping Pyro back. You know, I'm more interested in that kind of thing than reading same comments over and over and over and over. That might help other people to read the same comments over and over. But for me, I want to help pay Pyro back. That's what I care about. Critical member of the team. He needs the help. He helped me. I need to help him back. That's how I roll. So if anybody wants to donate and surprise me and be like, my comments matter to respond to, help me pay Pyro back, then I'll acknowledge you. Acknowledge Pyro for his sacrifice. Then I'll acknowledge you for typing, for your typing energy, typing effort. That's what I say. That's what Jesus says as well. Help pay Pyro back for his sacrifice. You know, so if I could pay Jesus back for his sacrifice, I would. I am kind of when I give to churches. I'm paying Jesus back for his sacrifice. Here's the money for your sacrifice, Jesus, for me, for sacrificing your life for me. Here's the money. That's what I'm doing as well. So I'm paying Jesus back literally for his sacrifice for me. I can never pay back. So, but I'm trying. I'm trying to pay him back through donating to Christian churches. I'm trying to pay back Jesus. Which we all know we can never pay him back. But I'm trying to outgive Jesus. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And learn to love like Jesus does. No one had to do something for Jesus first. This is key. No one had to do something for Jesus first, for him to sacrifice himself for you, for everyone. No one had to do something for him first to make him do that. Isn't that impressive? Isn't that impressive? I thought so. Show me a human that's like that. Just gives and gives and gives, with no one giving to him first. No one gave Jesus like $1 million, and so he gave his life for that person that gave him $1 million. You know what I'm saying? He just gave his life. That's how noble he is. Yes, indeed. That's why he's the best. Yeah, he's good. No human would do that. Like, everyone's like, I would sacrifice myself for others. But you have to pay me $1,000,000 first. Pay me $1,000,000 first, and I'll be crucified like Jesus. But pay me $1,000,000 first. Even then, they wouldn't even do it. Pansies, pansies. That's why we're looking for real men. Not pansies. That's what God's trying to do. He's finding real men as his followers, not some pansies. So, anyways, I'm trying to pay Jesus back for his sacrifice, and I'm trying to pay Pyro back for his sacrifice. So, if you could donate to help me pay for their sacrifices, much appreciated. Much appreciated. Hopefully, God will provide me the money to pay Pyro back by this month. Somehow, I have faith. I have faith in Kakarot. Jeez. All right. Well, I better get going. So, if I haven't seen your comment, and if your comment is just left alone, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe Jesus can answer your comment in the sky if he can type to you. I'm sorry. We got more important things to do. We do, like pay Pyro back. So that's what I say. That's the priority. That's putting the kingdom first, paying Pyro back for helping the kingdom. That's what I say. Anyways, that's all I said. I'll talk to you later.